There's no doubt in my mind that reading is one of the best ways to change your life, but it can be very expensive. So that's why in this video, I'm going to share how I got these 5 books for 1/3 of the price that they would have cost in a bookstore. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Financial Freedom System YouTube channel, where I help you upgrade your mindset, money, and more so you can live a life full of financial freedom and full of purpose. Today we're talking about a subject I am very passionate about, and that is reading. And the reason I'm passionate about reading is because I have seen who I was before and I've seen who I am now currently as a result of reading books related to personal development, mindset, money, so many other topics out there. I am the person I am now because of reading, amongst many other things. And that's why I challenge and encourage people to read as much as possible. But I've got a bookshelf behind me, I've got a bookshelf to my right, and I've got a bookshelf to my left. I've also got a list of books on my iPad and my phone that I'm always adding to when somebody gives me a book recommendation, and it's growing. And those bookshelves are full, and that can be expensive. Trust me, I know all about it. There's so many reasons why that can be expensive, but I recently found a solution and I just kind of stumbled upon it, to be honest, and that's why I'm sharing it with you here, that really allowed me to make books more affordable. And that is because of a service called Book Outlet. This works in Canada, it works in the United States as well, maybe worldwide as well, but I'd encourage you to look into that. I know those 2 countries for sure, and I am incredibly happy because I just got these 5 books in today. I placed the order about 5 days ago and I received them, which is pretty quick looking at where I am located. It's not necessarily a main hub, so I'm really happy with the shipping time that it took. More importantly, I'm happy with the cost. So I've just opened this box. I want to see exactly what books I got. I'll share that with you. I also want to share the condition and quality that they're in compared to some books that I currently have, and we're going to jump into it right away. And when I first found Book Outlet, I thought the prices were honestly too good to be true because they were taking books and they were selling them for under $10. I was seeing prices like $5, $6, $7, $8, $9. And if you have been in a bookstore lately, you probably understand that that's not the reality for most books you're looking at. So, I mean, I was really happy, but I had a few questions. So let's go through the books that I got right now. The very first book here is called The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. And this is a book that I have a copy of myself. So I can show you this copy that I bought and this copy that I just got in through Book Outlet. So again, I bought this at a bookstore. And just kind of from first look, both books seem to be the exact same. When I flipped through everything matched. So, I mean, I'm not getting like a fake or a rip-off version of this book, which I'm very happy about. One of the best books out there in the personal development space, I would say. And the book is in fairly good condition. There's a few scratches, not scratches, but just kind of like scuff marks on the back. The front, when I open the front cover, there's a few kind of like issues along the edge, but overall the rest of the book is really good. There is a Zara tag in the book, but the pages are all in great quality. Somebody got to Law 21, I guess, and I've never shopped at Zara in my life, so I didn't slip that in there. But the book looks brand new, and basically, according to what Book Outlet is and how they get their books, it is basically product overstock that stores have too much of, or maybe it's a book that I believe might have been on display. If you know for sure, go ahead and let me know down in the comment section below. Some of the books I've noticed here, just looking at them, have that little dot there, and that's something that kind of I've been told through people that work in bookstores is representative of an overstock book. So that's The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. The next book is Dave Ramsey's book, you can see that it is called Total Money Makeover. It is one of his most famous books, more than 5 million copies sold, the classic edition here. I haven't read this myself, but I'm excited to get into it because I have really enjoyed Dave Ramsey's content that he's created over the past few years. And flipping through the book on the outside, looks like it's in perfect condition. And when I flip through here, I mean, it looks like it hasn't even been opened, right? So Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. I'm excited to get into that. The third book is Captivate, The Science of Succeeding with People. And this is by Vanessa Van Edwards. And she is someone that I really, when I first got onto YouTube and I started learning about, I don't know, how to compose yourself on camera and how to interact when you're meeting people, she's a game changer. I really enjoyed her channel. I really enjoyed her videos. I learned a lot. And so when I saw this book, it wasn't one that I was searching for, but when I saw this book on Book Outlet, I'm like, yes, I've got to buy it. It is really, really neat, and I'm looking forward to jumping into that. But again, the book looks like it hasn't been opened, and I'm excited to get into that. The fourth book here is called Anxious for Nothing, and that's by Max Lucado. And it is a book that I'm going to give someone, helping them hopefully find calm in a chaotic world. This is the only book that I have seen. Maybe it was on display, maybe it got ripped through shipping or handling of the book. Just has a little rip here on the corner, if you can see that. I don't know. But everything else looks good. It's still got the price tag on it. And again, when I flip through this book, I mean, the pages are tight. It looks like it's never been opened before. So that is that. And the last book here is one that I am really looking forward to, and it's called The Gift of Fear by Gavin de Becker. And this is one I heard about a long time ago. I put on my list, and I tried to get it at some bookstores, and I wasn't able to find it. So I'm really excited about that. Jumping into this, survival signals that protect us from violence. More importantly, just learn about the fear mechanisms that we have in our life and how we can use those to our advantage. That's the reason why I picked that book up. So there's 5 books here. These 5 books cost me basically nothing. You're looking at $50 for 5 books. So with taxes in, that's about $10 a book, right? And you can see the receipt here. It is insane to me. And what I want to do now is compare the prices of the books that I bought to the actual price of the books if I was to go into a bookstore. So we're going to jump on my computer, and you can see here the order details. You can see the 5 books that I got. The 48 Laws of Power was $7.99. Captivate was $7.59. Anxious for Nothing was $9.59. The Total Money Makeover was $8.79. The Gift of Fear was $8.79 as well. And I will say these are Canadian prices, but this store works both in Canada and the US. Check more into that depending on where the countries that you live in. The subtotal was $42.75. I had a $5 coupon. Shipping was $9.95. Tax was $2.39 for the order total here of $50.09. So that's basically 5 books averaging out at $10 a book. And that is something that I have never found anywhere. But what would that have cost me if I went into a bookstore? And you can see that I have one of the more popular bookstores here in Canada. I've got the 48 Laws of Power here. It costs $35, but right now, for some reason, there's a sale for $21. I will take that. The Total Money Makeover is costing normally $35.99, but you can get it now for $28.41. Captivate is $24. The Gift of Fear is $28.99, and Anxious for Nothing is $23.20 currently. So, I mean, we could look at the regular price, but just to illustrate how good this deal is, I'm going to run back through those prices. I'm going to use $21. I'm going to use $28.41, and I'm adding these up, plus 24, plus 28.99, plus Anxious for Nothing is 23. $12.20 currently. That is a total now, before we even add tax, of $125.60. When I add tax where I live, that's 15%. That's $144.44. So because some of those books are on sale, and that's the reality right now just because of the time of the year, I don't know why they're having those sales, it could actually be quite a bit more than that as well. So I'm going to call it an averaging out of $150. $150 is what I should have paid if I bought these books at a bookstore, but because I bought them from Book Outlet, that's $50. That's a third of the price. And if I look at these books, again, I mean, with the exception of a little corner tear here, all of these books are brand new. And I couldn't believe it when I got it today. That's why I wanted to jump on here and share this with you, because I know that reading can change lives and reading can be expensive, but more importantly, I want you to be able to get your hands on books that you enjoy, that can change your life, that can help you upgrade your mindset, money, and more. And if you want to do that, I've left a link down below to Book Outlet. Again, for Canadians, Americans, it works. If you're in a different country, go ahead and do a little bit of research to check into that. And I hope that this video helps you. I really believe in reading. So whether you buy these books from Book Outlet, whether you go to a bookstore, and one thing I will say is the bookstore I was comparing this to is like the biggest bookstore in Canada. It's not maybe your local bookstore, and there are lots of benefits to supporting local businesses and local bookstores. And that's what I do myself. But this is a game changer. It really is. You kind of have to have that inner debate, inner dialogue. And I hope that you can let me know down in the comments below what you think of Book Outlet. Is it something you're going to check out? Yes, no? Would you rather just go to your regular bookstore where you have that relationship, or would you rather buy things from Amazon? I don't know. Books, doesn't matter where you get them. You've got to read them though.